when it comes to improving ourselves, we might actually learn a couple of things from tarot, because sometimes people are just focusing on that tarot is just here to tell us what is going to happen next. But most of the time, tarot is just telling us that we have to change our perspective in some ways to understand what might actually happen next. It is about giving us the different kind of a perspective, and it is here to teach us more. Let me just burn my candle, and I'm gonna burn a little of cinnamon, because why not? I have it right now. I like to burn cinnamons. It is nice. Okay, so today we are going to look at how we can improve ourselves, okay? What we should do to improve ourselves, our situations. I'm not going to focus on the situations more. I'm just going to focus on what we can do to, learn from the situations. I'm going to use my runes and I'm going to use my tarot. I'm not going to use Lenormand because it is not going to be really that necessary in this reading. So I'm not going to just put my stones here. I'm just going to put the numbers so you can pick from the number. And then we are gonna start it, because I would like to pick the runes when we start to do the reading, because I'm gonna pick more than one runes, okay? Pick one and let's start it. So number one, hello, what you should do to improve your situation, or how you should improve yourself, okay? I will have 3 runes for you. That's definitely the room for improvement. Hagalas. We have Barkana. That's really good. That is really, really good. Okay. Of course, my runes are not just like looking this. I'm sorry. And we have the Partho, and it came like upwards. So all of them, by the way, was the upright situation. So what can I say about it? I know what it seems like, because I don't know why. I felt like if I actually picked a pile, I think it would be this pile. I don't know. I didn't, but Hagala sometimes talks about the delays and the problems on the way, the things that didn't happen according to your own wishes, and you felt a little upset about it. But Hagalas is talking about that there's a lesson to be learned, and then you can actually move on. You can have a better situation in the later on, and if you learn your lesson, life is going to bring you blessings, okay? And the Barkana is talking about the birth and growth, those kind of stuff. Kind stuff, good stuff. New beginnings, new projects, and all the good stuff. And the Partho is talking about the joy and the games and being more lively. So all 3 together, it is talking about something. There's any kind of a problem in your life, when something bad happens and you feel like, okay, this is not going to happen, you might actually put yourself in a position that it could be a little self-sabotage, be like, I cannot do this, and you just shut yourself down a little, maybe. But your runes are saying that you have to be open to the new situations. You should just leave the control a little bit so you can enjoy what might actually happen. When it comes to life and whatever it is bringing to you, you have to keep this open mind, and you have to enjoy whatever it is happening, okay? It might not be the same that what you want, but it could be better. Things that might be extremely good that you didn't even think about. I was in this position once. I was just focused on one thing, and I actually spent 2 years of my life in depression for asking for that thing, and I just closed myself off to the new opportunities. But the moment that I decided to open myself to the new things, new beginnings and new projects, life brought me something that I couldn't even think of. If something is not happening as you want, doesn't mean that things are never gonna happen. It might actually happen in a better way. You have to open yourself to the possibilities, to the joy and excitement. If you just don't feel like it, I understand you. And if you're seeking for the therapy and help, please go and find really good one. However, it is talking about you shouldn't just keep yourself in this little box and asking for the same thing over and over and put yourself into this unnecessary insanity, okay? You don't have to do that. No one is expecting you to do that. You have to enjoy the life. You literally have to enjoy the life. And the life is going to bring to you a lot of good things, so you can actually enjoy your life. In every delay, in every problem, you might actually receive something better. Something new, something nice, something exciting, and you have to be open to those kind of things. So how you can improve in this situation is that you have to keep an open mind. You have to understand that life is not just about one option. and one thing only. You have to keep your options open as much as possible. If you have just one option and if you're just focusing on that thing and that option is not an option anymore, you're gonna feel extremely depressed. Don't put yourself into that kind of a position. Your runes are talking about that. Now, let's just look at the tarot cards. Let's see what they're gonna say, okay? What you can do to improve yourself. Yeah, enjoying the life. Enjoying the life! And also I'm gonna have 4 cards this time. Not gonna have more than that. I mean, enjoying the life. Being open to the joy and excitement. Excitement can come from different perspectives. With the people, with the friendships, with the society. You know, the people around you might actually give you a lot of perspective and a lot of opportunities if you are just open to it. It's like the game, you know. Playing more games. Honestly, it could be really effective in your life. Playing more games. Literally, play some games. Put some games in your phone. Get some games on your computer. Play some games. It's literally talking about it. You know, the multiplayer kind of a thing. I personally like to play Diablo. Gives me such pleasure to be in hell. Like, you have no idea. It's different for everyone, of course. I'm not saying that. Enjoy, you know, enjoy the situation. You can play, you know, the Scrabble with your family, your friends, but, you know, play with something and also include other people in it. It is going to bring a lot of joy and happiness in you so you can actually see things in a better light. That was really precise, man. I like this. Yeah, you have to say that, you know, no more. You have to say no more to the situations like that are not really helpful to you. You shouldn't just like focus on and insist on the things that are not really working well for you. You have to be open to the new things. You have to keep more people in your life and, you know, the nice kind of people, of course, not like the toxic ones, but you have to wake up. You have to wake up. You have to get up. You have to do something. To improve yourself, you have to be out there. Okay, King of Cups is showing itself quite a lot. When I was shuffling the cards, it was just like, hey, I'm here by the way, I'm here by the way, I'm here by the way, okay. Emotionally grounded person, King of Cups is speaking about. So maybe you have to emotionally be grounded. Maybe you should actually seek for some therapy, honestly. But you have to feel the things, you have to feel it, you know, you have to feel the excitement. You shouldn't just like focus on the logic and expectations and plans and, you know, the seriousness of the life. You have to focus on the joy and happiness and kindness and nice things, and, you know, you have to feel it. If you don't feel it, it is not going to happen. If you feel it, things are going to work wonderfully. If you would like to have like a really nice beginning for something, you have to feel it. You have to start playing today. You have to start play something. Choose one and just go, you know. I don't know if you're just playing Jumanji or something. I don't know what you're gonna play, but you have to play something so you can have this emotional stability again. You might feel upset. You might feel like things are not happening in your own way, but you have to get rid of that kind of a feeling first so you can improve yourself and your own situation. That was so simple. It was so sharp. It was so clear. I don't want to say anything else to it. So this is all of the things that I see for you, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Goodbye. Hello, number 2. How was it going? Number 1 was just like, in your face. That was so nice. I liked it. I hope yours is better. Let's see what the runes are gonna say. I will have 3 runes and I will have 4 tarot cards, and I'm not gonna just focus on the situations, but I'm gonna focus on what you can do about it, okay? Alright, the first reversal, okay. And it is Turisas. Turisas in a reversal. And you have Pertho. Number 1 also had the Pertho, okay. It's about joy and excitement. By the way, I have to put them here a little bit more. Okay, I'm sorry if you cannot see the runes clearly because they are not flat. I will show as much as possible, but you know, this is what they are. And you have Gebo. That's really good. It started with like but then it ended up really well. So in your life, especially in these days, you might feel like things are not happening because you feel like you're unlucky or something. Something just went wrong, you know, somebody do some kind of like a black magic or something. I don't know, whatever you're believing. Everything is going wrong. Everything is just like in a wrong position. Things are not happening. Things are not just moving. And you're feeling like no matter what you do, it is not going to happen. That kind of a feeling I'm really familiar with. unfortunately. You might actually had to face some pain and suffering. I'm sorry to say those kind of words, but you might felt like in a deep way, you might felt like, oh my God, it is too much. You might felt like I'm not going to be happy anymore, maybe. And it is something that you should improve, because life is going to bring you a lot of good things apparently in the future. So you have to just open your mind to feel the joy again. It's a little similar to the number one, I'm not gonna lie to you, but there's a little difference when it comes to the approach. When it comes to the practicality, you have to do something else. To feel joyful again, to feel the nice things in the life again, you have to be generous with the people. You have to help other people. Starting new projects to help other people who happens to be not really in a good position. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to give them money or something, but you have to be out there to help other people so you can help yourself. If you're feeling like unlucky, you have to get out and you have to see the real unlucky situations. Maybe you can be volunteer for some other things. Just check out what is out there for you, whatever you can do. You know, I don't know, like a soup kitchen or something like that. Whatever you have. Doesn't have to be about the money. You can just go and plant a tree. You can, you know, I don't know, you can do something about the animals. You can do something about the people who happens to be having not any, you know, the accommodation or something. You have to help other people to see the joy and happiness. You have to be the one who is giving to the other people to get rid of these unlucky circumstances of yours. If you would like to get rid of this pain and suffering, and I'm sorry that you're feeling like that, you have to get out and do something about it. You have to be out there, you know, trying to help other people, understand other people, and help them as much as possible so you can just burst this negative bubble and you can just get out and have fun actually. You have to volunteer. You have to do something for the other people to see your own situation in a better light. Okay, let's just look at the cards and see what you have to do to improve yourself. I'm not going to focus on the situations, I'm just focusing on what you can do so you can actually improve yourself. King of Cups. Okay, number one also had the King of Cups. Apparently, regulation of the emotions are going to be really important for all of the piles. That's what I feel. You have to regulate your own emotions in a better way. You have to help other people. King of Cups is talking about being benevolent person in a circle of people. You have to help other people, and if you help others, you're going to have this ease when it comes to processing your own emotions. That is what he's talking about. Yeah, this is like Turisas in the reverse. You cannot see, you feel like you're so unlucky, you're stuck, you cannot do these things, those kind of feelings. But the Eight of Swords is talking about like there's always a hope to do something, there's like a room for improvement. So it is not just for nothing, it is not for no reason. To get rid of your own imprisonment, you have to be able to see the other people as well, because if you get out and see the other people and what kind of sufferings that they have, you're going to realize that whatever you have might be resolved. I'm not saying that yours is not really significant as other people's, but you're going to be able to resolve it when you see the others. It's going to give you the perspective to see your own situation in a better light. You're going to be like, okay, I have to do this now. I understand, you know, I don't want to be like the other people, so I have to do this. You're going to be like practical when it comes to those kind of thoughts. Yeah, helping to the others. It's in your cards. Helping to the others who felt isolated, who is having the lack, who is having or not having in this situation. You have to help those people so you can improve your own situation. And I'm not just saying that use their condition to improve yourself, but if you are out there and if you're helping the other people, you're gonna feel connected. And this isolation is gonna resolve itself. And that is a really good way to just improve yourself, in my opinion. Your improvement has a little bit more like the practicality. Okay? I mean, cards are just saying the same thing over and over again. Helping others. showing light to the others, being the first at something so others can actually follow. You have to volunteer. You have to volunteer for the betterment of the other people's positions so it can actually be really effective in your life as well. That is also so clear, and I don't want to talk about it more. You have to volunteer. You have to open your mind to the other people's perspective, and you have to understand them a little bit more, and then you will have your own improvement in your whatever situation that is giving you a lot of pain. And I'm sorry for that. Okay, that's all I saw. And I hope that you found it informative enough. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, number 3. How is it going? I hope that you are feeling fine. Today we're going to look at how you can improve yourself. I will have 3 rooms and I will have 4 tarot cards to talk about what you can do to improve yourself, okay? Hagalas. Again, there was another one which got the Hagalas, okay? That's August and it is in the reverse. Okay, I see. Okay, and that is Logos in upright position. Okay. Yours is totally different than the first 2. The first 2 was a little similar, the approach was different to how to improve themselves, but the problem was similar, but yours is totally different. You have to protect yourself, man. You have to protect yourself from the negativity of the other people. I don't believe that everybody can be an empath, but maybe you are. I don't know. I think Shane Dawson ruined that idea of being an empath for everyone. I don't know. If you're not familiar with the situation, good for you. But there are a lot of people who think that they are the empath, but they are the actual narcissistic ones. So you might be surrounded with narcissistic people that people are just like manipulating you or pushing you, pulling you into the positions that you don't want to do. At the end of the day, for example, you're having a nice day, okay, everything is wonderful, you're having a fun, you're in a good position, okay, those people are not having the same thing and they are feeling negative and they are pushing this negative narrative to you, and all of a sudden you feel like you are the one who feels like that. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes if you have those, the loved ones having a bad day, you also feel bad because of that, because you don't want to see your loved ones in a bad positions, right? You don't want to feel bad for them, but it happens and you share that kind of a feeling. I understand it, but this is not that. This is not like the loved ones are having a bad day and you are trying to consolidate them, and this is not that. This is like someone is being malicious because they don't like to see you happy and you're not aware of that. Subconsciously you are receiving a lot of negativity from the other people, and you have to protect yourself from those people, the negative ones. And you know what, they can be really close to you. They could be your mother, your father, your siblings, your whatever, I don't know, like partner, your friend, small circle of people. So you have to get rid of those people. How you can get rid of those people? 2 different ways. I can tell you. You can either put some kind of a protection or the limitations when it comes to talking to those kind of people. You can say no more, and of course it is not really that easy. People are just saying that, oh my god, narcissistic people, just say no to them, like, oh, that's easy. Yeah, I know. It doesn't work like that. I'm quite aware of that, okay? But you can get away from that situation by literally going somewhere else. If you would like to improve your own situation, you have to stay away from those people one way or another. If you cannot put the limitations, if you cannot just keep these boundaries for them, you have to leave. Like physically, you have to leave. And it is better if there's any kind of a water between you and those people, because water cleans out that kind of negative energy. You might not believe it, but I have to tell you, in the occultism, if there's any kind of a negative juju from other people, what you have to do is putting some kind of a water between you and that person, because water cleans it, and this is that cleanse. You have to put some kind of a boundary between those people. I know it is difficult, and I know not everybody can do that, and talking like it is easy is like humiliating, and it is like condescending, and just don't do that. Is not really good way to go. So let's just look at the tarot cards and see what you can do about it. Like practically, you know, what you can do about it. But there's a protection is needed to get rid of the problems, and you have to learn how to put those kind of protection for your subconscious mind. Okay, that's good. Do you know what it is talking about? Enjoyment. You have to enjoy your life no matter what happens. It is a little bit like playing games. Again, you know, the number one had it. You have to surround yourself with the nice things, the kind things. You know, I am quite aware of the situation of like toxic positivity, and I'm not speaking of that. You definitely have to have something that is giving you a lot of pleasure and fun, right? So, you have to do it more. Whatever is giving you pleasure and fun, you have to multiply it. You have to just do it more. Even though it takes a little bit more time, even if it is taking a little bit more money and effort, you have to multiply it. I don't know what it is. It is going to be different for everyone, okay? But if you find a way to multiply your own amusement and joy, means that you are going to have a lot of good things in your life, and you're going to protect yourself from those kind of negativity. People are not going to just dump their own negativity on you, and you're not going to feel like, oh my god, why am I feeling like this? I mean, I had a really nice day, and why am I feeling like this bad? You're not going to feel like it when you just enjoy the things that you do. So find yourself something that you actually find it really enjoyable and do it more. You have to do it more. I like it. I like it. It's a really good thing. Maybe I should try. Honestly, maybe I should try. Yeah, the same thing. Same. I'm gonna tell you one more thing. By the way, why does it look like... Oh my god, it was like this, like whole reading. I'm sorry, guys. I thought that it was just like up, and it is not. Okay, it's better, I think. I don't know. Not sure. You have to start something new, and this new start, new beginning should not include those people. You should keep it hidden for a while. You know, it could be anything. It could be like learning a new language, going to a cooking lesson, I don't know, going to a gym, doing something for yourself, reading a new book. I don't know. It could be anything. Whatever it is gonna give you the pleasure, okay? You have to do it, and you have to do it by yourself. Don't tell anyone. You know, you have to feel the excitement again. You have to put some kind of an excitement in your life, and you have to plan it. You have to find what it could be. And also it is talking about travel again, so I have to say that. Okay. I don't know why every time I see the Lovers card, I feel like, I'm gonna say that for some specific people, not for everybody, but maybe you should have a little bit more physical encounter with some people. If you don't have anyone around you, you might enjoy yourself a little. And that's only for some people, okay? Not for everyone. What I see is, I'm gonna say it, you have to talk to other people. You have to talk to other people. If your partner is the one who is giving you that kind of a bad vibe, you have to get rid of that person first of all. It's not really good, and nothing good is gonna come after it. What I see is that if you just put yourself out a little bit more, if you go somewhere else, and if you talk to other people, if you flirt a little, it's not gonna harm anyone. I mean, you have the 4 major arcana. 4 major arcana. So, Judgment, Lovers, the Fool, and the Sun. It is talking about ending the bad things and starting the new things. It sounds really easy, isn't it? No, this is not what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna say that. Just leave those people behind and go and find a new lover. No. You know, there was a scene like that in... I don't remember the name of the show, but it was like... The Russian Queen, you know, the show that Elle Fanning was in it. You know, she was really unhappy and she was feeling upset, and her husband found her like an Italian boyfriend so she can feel better. That was a good show. I liked it. I have to tell you this. Love is going to be important in your life to make things happen for you. So, it sounds really... stupid maybe, I don't know, but if you fall in love with someone, your problem is gonna be solved. I'm not saying that you need someone else to feel improved, and your improvement is not just solely based on finding someone in your life. However, if you focus on, you know, the nice things like the flirtation, you know, just like a little bit of love, a little bit of like the, you know, the romantic correspondences, it is going to rise your vibration, and that's how you're going to protect yourself from the bad juju. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your own feelings, your own emotions, your own well-being. And you have to do it by focusing on something totally different, you know, maybe some different type of people. You have to change your place. I see that. I still see that. You know, maybe you have to travel. Of course, it sounds like a rich person's behavior. You know, not everybody has that kind of an opportunity to just get up and leave. Not everybody can do that. I understand it. I understand it. There must be something that you can do to just walk away. There must be something. Not just like, maybe not leaving all together, but you know, you can spend some time at somewhere else. It can be really important for you as well. Talking to other people and being open-minded and being a little flirtatious, it is going to help you to raise your vibration. I know it is not really for everyone. And it is not just about flirting, or if it is not just like the love-related situations. It is just about surrounding yourself with good kind of people. And you have this ability to just find the good ones. You will learn that. You will learn to have better people in your life. You will learn who is good and who is bad. So that was really good and I liked it, and I hope you guys also liked it. That's all I am seeing, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care of yourself. See you. Bye.